Hello and welcome to my critique of Safer Seas. In this video, I will explain why I think Safer Seas is essentially useless. This video will be broken up into 4 sections, followed by my overall thoughts. Feel free to use the timestamps down below to skip to any sections that you want. The sections are what Safer Seas is, who Safer Seas is for, why Safer Seas is too restrictive and why I think those restrictions are in place, and then what Safer Seas should be. Before we get started, I just want to add that parts 3 and 4 of this video contain my opinion. And by the nature of opinions, they can be neither correct or incorrect, and I remind you that it's okay to have differing opinions and to stay civil and friendly. I am open to discussing and respect others' opinions even if they are different from my own. So I implore you to leave a comment if you disagree. Okay, let's get into the video. Part 1. What Safer Seas is. Safer Seas is a new PvE mode added to Sea of Thieves. This means it's a single crew server and you won't encounter any other crews. A crew can have up to 4 players. Safer Seas obviously has some restrictions placed on it. These restrictions are a 70% decrease to gold and reputation earned. All progression in trading companies is capped level 40 except for Athena's Fortune and Rufus Bones. You can't earn gold or reputation for Athena's Fortune and Rufus Bones. You can't start Athena's voyages. Hourglass battles, captaincy, guilds, and sending an emissary are all inaccessible. Becoming a pirate legend is also possible. You can't start the Skull of Siren Song voyage, and you also can't participate in live events such as Golden Glory and probably also Community Day. If you wish to play without these restrictions, you must play in High Seas, which is just a normal PvE mode, or how it was before Safer Seas. Part 2. Who Safer Seas is for. Safer Seas is marketed mostly towards new players wanting to play all the Tall Tales and other story voyages, and players who don't want the interruption of other crews. However, I don't believe that any of these groups will play Safer Seas for any extended period of time. New players will only play until they get comfortable with the controls and the mechanics. Players wanting to play Tall Tales will stop playing once they finish all the Tall Tales, and players who want to play uninterrupted will eventually be forced into High Seas because they can't progress or the content they want to play isn't available. Part 3. Why I think Safer Seas is too restrictive and why I think those restrictions are in place. Safer Seas is way too restrictive, and due to these restrictions makes it essentially useless for most of the player base. Its only real use is as an extended tutorial, where new players can learn how to traverse the map and complete voyages and such. Once they have this understanding, they have no reason to continue playing Safer Seas because they earn less gold, less reputation, and they can't access all the content. Additionally, if they did continue playing Safer Seas until they hit level caps or otherwise couldn't progress, and then switch to High Seas, they would suddenly have to learn the PvP system after getting used to playing without it. This would put them at a significant disadvantage. There is also no reason for experienced players to set foot in this mode because they likely can't progress anyway, they can't start Athena's voyages, they can't progress their captaincy milestones, and they're being taxed 70% of their gold and reputation. There is literally no reason for an experienced player to even enter this mode, even if they wanted to. I believe these restrictions are artificial because there is no reason why all the content can't be completed in Safer Seas. All the content is designed to be completed by anyone from a solo sloop to a 4-man galleon. The only reason why Rare has put these restrictions in place is to stop people from stacking loot for hours on end without the risk of being sunk by another crew. I think this is stupid, however, because there is no advantage to having more gold than anyone else. There just is no advantage to be gained. The only argument I can see for these restrictions is the game will get boring and stale, because you can only do a voyage so many times, right? But even then, no amount of PvP interaction is going to make a voyage you've done a million times any more appealing. These restrictions don't make any sense and make Safer Seas useless for 99% of the player base. Part 4. What Safer Seas should be. I think Safer Seas is a good idea. However, the execution is deeply flawed. Here's how I believe Safer Seas should be. Remove all the level caps and allow players to access all the content. This means I should be able to start and earn gold and reputation from any and all voyages, including Athena's Fortune. I should be able to run Emissary, I should be able to earn reputation for Reaper's Bones, and I should be able to participate in live events unless they require multiple crews working together. The gold and reputation should be earned at a 30% decrease, not a 70% decrease. If these changes were implemented, it would make Safer Seas and High Seas 2 separate experiences as they should be. Players who want to enjoy the PvE aspects of the game can do so at a small decrease to gold and reputation earned, while players who want to enjoy the full PvE experience of High Seas can do that as well. These changes will allow crews to experience the game how they want to. Overall, I doubt anything will come of this video, and Safer Seas is destined to be an extended tutorial and eventually removed. You might think that I hate this game, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I want this game to succeed and for new players to discover the wonders of Sea of Thieves. However, Rare really dropped the ball when implementing safer seas, and I really do hope it changes for the better. If you like this video, consider subscribing and hit that like button, and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that might be. Peace out.